This video will show you an example of the new MICU rounding process. Mr. Smith is a 65-year-old man intubated for pneumonia and COPD exacerbation, day number 5 in the MICU.
What's the word, MICU-RN?
Mr. Smith did well overnight. He had a good night's sleep. He's been off propofol since 5 a.m., his RAS is 0, and he is CAM negative. He passed his SBT and is currently on PSV 10/5, 30% O2. He's been off Norepi since 2 a.m. and maintaining MAPS in the 70s. Urine output has been adequate. He made 700 mLs in the last shift. He's following commands and is ready to mobilize today. PT and OT worked with him yesterday. Oh, and his wife called earlier and would like an update from a doctor. I'm also worried about his IV access if we're going to continue on Vanc.
Thanks for the report, MICU nurse. Dr. Intern 1, your turn.
No overnight events. The patient was afebrile. His MAPs were in the 70s without norepinephrine, heart rate 90s, respiratory rate 18 on pressure support at 30%. He had 1400 in and 1500 out. His exam was remarkable for improved air movement bilaterally with only an occasional wheeze. He's following commands and move all extremities equally, and lab testing was pertinent for a blood gas showing a pH of 7.38, CO2 of 56, O2 of 80, all on pressure support. His CBC showed a decrease in his white count to 12, but his H&H was stable and his BNP was unchanged. So for my assessment plan, Mr. Smith is a 65-year-old man with acute on chronic respiratory failure due to pneumonia and an exacerbation of COPD. From a respiratory standpoint, he's much improved on current therapy, and I think he's ready to be extubated. He probably should be extubated to BiPAP given his chronic hypercapnic respiratory failure. He should continue prednisone and his albuterol with Atrovent nebs. And from an ID standpoint, he's on day 4 out of 7 of vancomycin, cefepime, and azithromycin for treatment of pneumonia. He's been afebrile now for 48 hours, and his white blood cell count, like I said, is decreasing. From a neuro standpoint, he's doing well with minimum sedation. He has not been delirious since we started him on Seroquel at night. Hopefully we can just use PRNs for his sedation now, but we should probably continue the Seroquel tonight, hopefully stopping it tomorrow if his CAM stays negative. From a cardiovascular standpoint, he is now off of pressors for the last 6 hours and will continue to hold his home antihypertensives. For FEN, he's been doing well with tube feeds, but those are currently being held in anticipation of extubation today. Maybe nursing can try bedside swallow later today when he gets a BiPAP break.
Great, Dr. Intern. That was a perfect presentation. Concise, yet comprehensive. Pharmacy and RT, got any additional thoughts?
His sputum culture is growing H. flu. We can narrow him to ceftriaxone and discontinue all other antibiotics. He is also day number 4 of prednisone, so we can stop it after tomorrow as long as everything is going well.
He has not been wheezing or needing his PRN albuterol. Can we change his NIBs to Q6 hours?
Yes. Thank you, Pharmacy and RT. Physical therapy and nutrition. Do you have any updates for us?
I'll work with Mr. Smith today to continue increasing his strength. I anticipate he will be ready to ambulate once we extubate.
He's tolerating his tube feeds well and should be able to advance to a regular diet pending his post-extubation swallowing eval.
Good suggestions, everyone. Nurse, will his IV access be sufficient if we discontinue everything but the ceftriaxone?
Yep, and don't forget to update his wife.
Got it. Dr. Intern 2, will you please call his wife after rounds and give her an update?
Will do.
I'm reviewing the checklist. We already addressed just about everything already because we're that good. Except his Foley. Let's plan a trial of Void tomorrow or this afternoon depending on how things go. Let's take note to discuss it on Rocket Rounds. Also, I forgot, is he on DVT prophylaxis?
Yep, he's on Lovenox.
Great. Any other concerns?
Nope, we're good.
Nope.
Nope, we're good.
None here. Order recap?
Extubate order in, BiPAP per RT protocol, albuterol and ipratropium nebs every 6 hours, prednisone discontinue after tomorrow's dose, ceftriaxone 1 gram daily to start today, DC vancomycin, cefepime, and azithromycin. Am I missing anything?
You got it all.
Great job, team. Now, I'm going to do some teaching.
Breathe. created using Powtoon.